Hi guys, how is it going? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to draw a tree, but in 5 different levels, going from the most simplistic, most simple form of a tree, a ascend, up to number 5, level 5 later. Let's see how it will progress. Starting with level 1. It's very simple, you don't really think about it. The ground, the trunk, and the top of the tree. I'm going to call this the I don't really give a twig or I don't really care level. Okay, so pretty ugly, looks like a lollipop there. So moving on to level 2, it's gonna be like, it's gonna go beyond a little bit of simple geometry, giving a bit of shape to the leaves. This is what I call the childhood level, or the primary level. I used to draw trees like this as a kid. There you go, that's level 2. Bit of improvement there. Moving on to level 3, we're going to do, let me think, it's gonna be a bit more elegant. And I'm gonna do some branches here and there, I think. I'm going to call this level the emoji level. I think it's kind of just good enough to be an emoji. Okay, moving on to level 4. So it's going to be like this. And add a little bit of realism in there. There we go. So here we have level 4 of a tree. This is a level of a taste of realism, starting to become a little bit more realistic. So great. Moving on to level 5. I'm going to do 3 level 5. Last one on level 5. I'm just going to keep it in black and white again. Make it a little bit more 3D. And let's go for it. If you look at a tree really carefully, there's a big one, the trunk to start with, and then it kind of branches out into slightly smaller ones. The progression is that they kind of branch out even more into smaller sizes. Of course, you don't always see all the branches because often they're covered by some leaves. We just add them on as you go. Perhaps just the shape of it, and you can add more details to it later on. Just add more branches as well if you need to. In terms of the individual leaves, you just do a very kind of small circles like what I'm doing now. And actually, once you understand the structure of a tree, you can just make up your own tree. Just use the same principle. Bigger trunks, branching into kind of medium trunks, branching to tiny trunks, etc. And it will just look like a real tree if you do that. So add some background there. And when you do the grass, show a bit of wind, you can do side strokes. Of course, the further away, the smaller it should be. Tiny here and quite a bit bigger here. And of course, shadows. Again, instead of coloring it black, do more grass. Again, it will make it look a little bit more realistic. Don't just color it plain black. And some clouds. I'm not going to do too much in the sky. There you go. The first of the 3 level 5s done. Let's move on to a couple more. You're probably thinking, how could I do this if I'm not good at, doing a black and white sketch? No problem. You think that level 5 has to be complicated? No, it doesn't. I'm going to show you 2 more that you can do without any training. So let's put this away for now. For this next one, I'm going to actually use some colors. Part of level 5, it's not just about making things more realistic. You need to make it a scenery. By that, you can use colors, or you can use your creativity. You can add things to it, whatever you feel. Let your emotions lead you. The next one, and it's going to be a bit of a colorful one. It's going to look great, but it's actually fairly easy to do. You know what? Not about the tree, but the background. I'm going to use one of these watercolor pens, but you can use anything. Just going to go for it. In my mind, I'm going to think a bit of a graduation of colors here. So kind of bright color from the bottom and then going up to kind of more cold color. Warm color at the bottom, which means red, orange, yellow, and then going up to kind of blue, purpley type. I'll see what I feel. I will do quite a lot of kind of overlapping of colours as well, because you want them to kind of blend together. It looks a little bit confusing, doesn't it? But just wait for it. It'll come into place eventually. Adding some turquoise there because I quite like the colour. By now you'd be thinking, where is the tree that I deserve to see? Thank you for your patience, because now we're going to add tree. You'll see why it's actually not more difficult than the last one. What you need to do is just to use a black marker pen, and we're just going to draw the silhouette. Feels very wrong to go and destroy this beautiful sky, but trust me, it will look better. Remember, tree structure, branch out from big trunk to medium trunk, and medium trunk branching out to smaller branches. So believe it or not, I'm not actually looking at a tree. As long as the branched out branch is smaller than the one that it's coming from, then you'll be fine. There are always more branches than you think, so when you think, oh, this looks pretty good, no, don't stop. Keep going until your hand becomes tired. That's probably about the time when you stop. If you do have a smaller pen, just to do the even tinier branches. And at this point, you can really just go random. And there you go, very easy. So then you do get a very realistic effect at the end, but it's actually not as difficult as the last one, so do have a go. For the last one, I'm going to do a slightly moody one. I'm going to use some soft pastels and combine with some colour pencils this time, just to give a different feel to it. Alright, so I'm going to do a bit of a coniferous type tree this time. So I'm going to do maybe a tiny one right here. So I'm going to use the black one. This type of trees, they're quite simple to draw. Just layers of flat leaves, and you just do it all along the trunk. I will add a few more here and there, just lightly, because I want the focus to be on this one that I've started with. I want to create some mist. I'm gonna do a bit of it's gonna be really messy. Do use a lot of your fingers, get yourself really mucky. You have to muck in to get the best results, right, for most things. instead of your fingers, you can use a cotton bud, finer blending. And I'll show you in a bit. Gives you a bit more control to which area you want to blend and to smudge. For bigger areas, you just want to use a finger. I think I can go a little bit darker. Black is always really dark, so be careful. Don't use too much at a time. Super messy, but very fun too. Some green maybe. Just a tiny bit. Oh yeah, I like it. That's brown, add a bit of brown. A bit more interesting. I've kind of used up all my fingers almost. You need to be careful when you smudge with the fingers. You want to use something like a white pastel. You need to make sure your finger is all clean. So I'm going to use my ring finger. That's fairly clean here now. You probably should wash your hands, but let's just go for it. Piece of tissue if you want to smudge away something. Sometimes a bit of mystery added to the picture makes it better. Drawn with details is actually sometimes not as effective as one like this. All done. Don't know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed all the levels. And here are a few more of my previous artwork on trees. Have a look, see what you think. Do subscribe if you haven't. I'll be doing a video every single week. Give me a like, comment below. We'll see you next time. Bye.